Let's look at the N7 Fury. Now, this is a this is the pinnacle of the adept, and the reason I say that is because this is a character that you use pretty much all offense. That just means that you have to be quick, you have to think fast. Not that you can't, but you really you have to use cover, and I think that goes for saying for all characters. Something about this character is I always use the full annihilation field. This is something that surrounds the character. It's like a line of defense, and you can play the long range game, but when stuff comes up close, you need help. So we take the first three ranks automatically. I mean, you don't really get to choose between them, but then we look at the next ones available. You can do more damage. Yeah. I like radius myself. I usually don't go with radius, but the extra bit of radius helps in the fact that, you're not always going to have that distance, and you want that out there. And the reason being is the more things you are in contact with in this radius, the more things you can create a biotic combo with. Well, this is working. There's no cooldown. Once it's on, obviously when you turn it on, there's a cooldown, but once it's on, it's there. So the radius helps with that close range screw off. Of course, damage is going to help hurt that stuff that's near you, but just to have that extra reach, it makes the difference for me. Damage taken, 15%. It's not a big number. Again, we like to focus on the biotic combos. So I find that this extra 20% movement, it gives you that agility, the ability to move away from things. Another finesse character, very much so. So I go with movement speed on this one. And then last but not least, we have the 6th rank to choose from, damage. Yeah, that's great, but do you want to keep opening this up? And wouldn't you like to drain all their shields? So, your shields are down, something comes up to you with shields, it's going to take those away from it, and it's going to give them to you. So I go for down, down, down in the last 3. Dark Channel. This is another one that we're going to go up to 6 on. It's a great tool. So not only does this kind of work like warp, but it's like a warp that jumps to another enemy. So once you apply this to somebody, it keeps going. So you have the choice here: damage and duration. Damage and duration. Well, you can add extra 22.5 to it, or you can have it last longer. I choose to have it last longer because some of these enemies, and the enemies that it transfers to, I want to be able to get that combo on them. And the more that's running, the more I can do that. So I just find that helpful. Say hi to Peyton. He's joining us for this. He's making sure that the neighbors don't come interrupt, or little kids. He likes to bark at those too. Oh, that's a little terrier. Yeah, we know those dogs well. Anyways, tough choice here, because damage is nice, but ultimately duration is better. Now, Dark Channel. You could slow them down, but you're going to kill them sooner than they're going to slow down. So you want to be able to get up there and pop them with your throw as soon as you can. So we're going to go for that additional recharge speed. Hayden, come here. And we're also going to go for more damage to armor and barriers. This is a huge one. It looks like, usually you think the 6th level is like kind of a finesse level, where it's not super important, but it's ultra specific, and specifically you always want to knock out armor and barriers. Because when you're playing gold, you will be the Banshee Destroyer when you can just lay this on her and walk away. You go do something else, you know. Because by the time she gets to you, she'll be dead. Armor barriers. Oh, there's not even a question. Down, down, down. I think both of these are down, down, down. Yeah. So down, 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 down on the first two. Throw. Oops. That guy's good. I feel bad that I'm doing this while someone's in my lobby. Throw is another good one. This one, obviously the first three. That's like a given. Now, radius is a nice thing to have, but ultimately this is going to help your biotic combos. This is what you live off of when you play the game, is being able to create biotic detonations. And I don't know, you're probably familiar with this, but biotic detonations are when you apply one force and then attack them with a second different one. And you heard like this snapping explosion sound. That's what that is. And here's the feature rank 5 that we use for that. So nice. I think we go up to force and damage on the next one. Because this thing, you wouldn't want to do recharge speed because you would want to do force and damage. I'm not 100% sure that I get up to 6 on this one. I know for a fact that on fitness, I max her out. And fitness is one that I'm not going to cover very extensively. Weight of all weapons, weapon damage, bonus 10%. This guy's probably getting pissed. That's okay. He's thinking about his options. Where am I going on? Oh wait, we were going to look at weapon real quick here, because we want to make sure that we get that cooldown rate as low as possible. It's at 160. I can't... Oops. Let me go back here, powers. I'm going to go back to Fury now. This is going to... Yep. We're going to go up to 5 on this one, just like we did the throw. I'm not 100% certain on this build as to what I do every time, but kind of when you see it to fall together, you kind of know. So power damage, weight capacity. What this does is it allows you to use those biotic powers faster, and it makes them stronger. Headshots are nice, but you want those force bonuses again. We got 1/6 left. Wait, don't put that into fitness? Maybe we don't do this right. Maybe throw us weak on this one. Oh my fuck. I think I fucked up on this one. You know what? We're gonna have to move on to the next one. This is bad. Because I know all I do is go up to this. You know what I do? All right, I go all the way up to here. I don't do decreased weight of all weapons, and what I don't do is I leave throw as a minimal thing. This is the one that I've decreased on the throw. You could kind of add some variation in down here, I would like to say, and this is a great time to say it. I would put Fury up to 5. I would do power damage, and then I would do power damage again, like down up on the Fury section here. Okay, I got it. But you want your fitness to be high, because that's your barrier and your health. But the ultimate thing is that you really want to stick with 6s on these first two. They're all down, down, down. Throw, you could stop at 3. But one of the things is you sacrifice defense for offense, and the main part that you do that on is with the throw. you could say increase force by 40, um, and then biotic detonation here on rank 5. That's another good one. I wouldn't go as far as 6, because then you could have 3 in fitness. You could have that. You could have that extra shield bonus there. Yeah, that's not much. 25%. Look. A flimsy character. And that's kind of why I guess 25% isn't a big deal. So think about that. But you do want these Fury bonuses because it just makes it such an offensive weapon. The rank 4 right here, as you can see, and rank 5. I want to go ahead and spend the money, and we're going to go back through this one more time. So Annihilation Field, 1, 2, 3, down, down, down. Dark Channel, Necessity. This isn't something that I even question. Duration, recharge speed, and pierce. Now you'll see me not use recharge speed a lot, but well, that's a personal choice. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one a little different. I'm gonna go ahead and put Fury up. Obviously the first 3. I'm gonna go do damage and capacity, and then power damage. We're gonna stop there. Then on this throw, we're gonna go all the way. We're gonna be an offensive weapon. Force by 40%. We're gonna go force and biotic detonations 50%, and then on top of that, we're gonna add the extra force and damage. I know that doesn't leave a lot for health, but what are we at? 625. It's about a 200-point difference, and you're not going to notice that at the end of the day. This is my official approved. I mean, if you're going into gold, you're going to want to use some equipment. I would say extra armor, like a cyclonic. But these powers right here are going to get you in. Use your team. Use barriers. But officially, this is what I'm going down with. You could dumb it down a little bit and get rid of these 3 here, these 3 ups on the throw, and then put those into fitness. And as you can see here with the weapons, your cooldown is going to be a sweet 190 with the M13 Raptor 10. You could use a different weapon. The Hurricane's going to be lighter, depending on if you use. Let me go in here. Oops. What am I doing? Alright, let's put that Hurricane on real quick. Hurricane's going to be just a hair heavier. This is the other weapon that I like to use for it. Nice and light. Gets a lot of work done. The reason I use the Raptors is longer range. And if I need to throw a biotic weapon on somebody, it'll get all across the map. So this will provide the muster inside, but that Annihilation Field should be doing a lot of that work for you already. So highly recommend this build, long range, and then when they come in close, they pay, and you make them pay. But this is my Adept N7 Fury build as of 2016 here, and hopefully it won't change like the Asari Adept build, which we'll go over in a moment. Thank you for watching, and do check out the other builds. I don't know how many I'm going to upload, but thanks again.